Welcome to Bean to Barstool Bite Sized, where we spend about 5 minutes with some of our favorite people from craft beer and craft chocolate. Today we talk with Tyler Cagwin, founder and chocolate maker at Nostalgia Chocolate in Syracuse, New York. Tyler loves craft beer almost as much as he loves chocolate, and in addition to a wide range of excellent single origin and inclusion bars, he makes a bar that celebrates one of beer's essential ingredients. Nostalgia's hop-aged bar uses Chinook hops from nearby hop farm the Bineyard, and here Tyler shares with us the story and process behind this unique and delicious chocolate bar.
Before the pandemic, so fall of 2019, my friend Chad from the Bineyard in a suburb of Syracuse, he grows and processes hops. So I contacted him and I said, I just kind of have this strange idea. I'd like to play around with hops and chocolate. So I got some of the fresh cones that hadn't been processed yet. So I aged a batch of bars in those. And then he also gave me pellets to try to put in the chocolate. And then also gave me some like a hop concentrate kind of. And I knew that wouldn't work because that's liquid and liquid can't go in chocolate. But so I aged the bars and the hops first. And that came out. I gave it to a ton of people that I knew loved beer and they loved it. I mean, I thought it tasted pretty unique and interesting, but I was really happy at the response that it got. So I knew I wanted to do it again. Last year was obviously tough, just kind of timing and, just trying to be respectful of, people's pandemic and feelings and stuff like that. But I contacted them this year and I said, hey guys, I kind of have the bandwidth. I have a new origin from Coco Camilli in Tanzania that I'm working with. And I think this will be a great bar to kind of play around with. So I went out and the hop harvest has really just ended about the week that I went out to pick the Chinook hops up. We smelled a few different kinds. Chad felt that the Chinook hops would be the best ones to try. Piney, little fruity bitterness, but has a tinge of sweetness to it. Mm-hmm. And so I made 4-ish batches of bars. Each batch of mine is about 40 bars. And then, so put a layer of the hops down and then a layer of bars, layer of hops, layer of bars, and did that until I could fill up the airtight bins. So I had 4 airtight bins and then I just shut them up and didn't open them until this past week, actually, and opened them up and tried them and they were pretty well aged. And so here we are.
So how long did the bars sit on the hops then?
About 3 weeks. Yeah. That's why we always encourage people to not put chocolate in a refrigerator or buy spices in a cabinet, because the chocolate is very absorbent of other flavors. And as this proves, we now have a chocolate bar with notes of wonderful cherry and citrus and cream that tastes like there's an IPA mixed into it. So first flavor notes you get, this is kind of a weird thing to say, but think of when you drink an IPA, if you took all the liquid out of it and you just had the flavor, like somebody shot like IPA gas into your mouth. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but that's what you get with the chocolate. So you get that IPA, the sweetness, the bitterness, all of the mystery that you get with each different IPA that you taste. You get that in the first kind of notes of the hops. And then as the chocolate melts in your mouth and the flavor notes of the chocolate really start to shine, it's like it almost kind of hugs the hops and just wraps it all into this like really wonderful chocolate IPA sort of situation.
What story do you think your hops bar is telling?
Because I know Chad, I think it's telling a good story of hard work and pride in a craft product. When I think about making the bar, I always envision kind of the first time I went out to their farm a couple of years ago. It's on a remarkable piece of property, but you don't feel like you're in central New York. So I look at the work that's done on Chad's farm, and this sort of goes with a lot of the bars where I use other ingredients. But I think about the work that is being done. That's kind of the story. I want people to think about the ingredient, not just the cacao. Like I want them to think about Tanzania and the work that the team at Coco Camilli does. But I also want them to say, well, what's a Bineyard? Like what are hops? Like what are these things? And do some research. And, I want people to learn about it.
Nostalgia's hop-aged bar is pretty remarkable, especially if you already know and love the aroma of hops. It smells like orange creamsicle with green tea, fresh green hops layered over the underlying chocolate. The flavor brings in orange zest, lemon pepper, and berry notes from the cacao. There's a little bit of underlying acidity, some green bitterness from the hops, and a bit of earthiness. It's a bit like biting into a chocolate-covered orange slice in the middle of a hop field. I can't wait for Tyler to try more variations on this bar. The music today was by my dear friend, indie folk musician Anna P.S. My name is David Nilsson. Thanks for listening to Bean to Barstool Bite Sized.